everybody. Today I'm going to make a card. I've got an idea in mind. I've taken inspiration from watching a video of Jan at JB Crafts, where she created an aperture card that stands up by itself. It's sort of a diorama almost. So I've taken some inspiration from that, and I'll put a link to her channel and the video in the description box. So I've done a little bit of prep ahead, cut out the card I need and done the scoring. I'm using again the Stamperia Desire pattern papers. I'd quite like to actually start using some of the papers that I've got, and this particular pack happens to suit the theme that I was going for, creating a few Valentine thing cards as February's coming up. So yeah, and I've picked out a paper from the 8x8 pack, which I intend to sit as the background to the aperture. Yeah, and I've got some American Crafts, could be American Crafts, could be Basil, might be one and the same. It's slightly textured, although I don't know if I'll be able to show that on the camera. But it's a very vintagey red, wine red, or maybe not wine red, but it suits the papers. So that's what I've gone for. And as I say, I've picked out a background paper. I've got some Sizzix heart dies, and I'm going to use the largest one. What else? I've picked out, as I say, I've picked out one of the background papers, which match the aperture background quite well. So we've got that, and what I've also prepared the cutting. I've got the layers for the side. I've got the layers for the front, although I'll be cutting an aperture. This is where I'll be cutting that aperture out of those, which we'll do in a moment. And then I've got two pieces of white card, 300 smooth card. I think this is from Craft Stash, although I usually use the pink frog, but I ran out of that, and Craft Stash had an offer on at the time. So this is what we're going with today. I've scored it at 1.5, 2, and then 8, 8.5, and then cut it at 10, and it's 6 inches tall. And I've prepared the scores on that one, so they'll sit over there. And then this one, I'm going to cut it all in one go so that I know the heart aperture is in the right place. Okay, so I just noticed that I think no, just make sure there's fit. Yeah, so that's what I should do. I should glue all these down, I'll cut the aperture out, and then I will be back. So I'll just pause you momentarily. Okay, so going through 3 pieces of card and the glue, because I used tape, strong tape. Did prove quite a challenge for the die, but it did do enough. I just helped it along with the craft knife, so that's now come out, and I've got that to use on something else if I want to at some point. So then we want to stick down our layers on the side, like so. Actually no, I won't do that bit yet. I'll do that once we've attached it to our back piece. So then the idea will be that will join with that. Just first need to cut the back layer, but I'd quite like to bring the cafe sign into the picture, so I might cut that out and then put that along the bottom like that. So need to cut it quite carefully, so we will do that. Right, so I need to change the trimmer on my blade on the scoreboard on the trimmer, but we won't see all that, so that should be fine. Right, okay, so then this is going on here, and then hopefully that will sit like that. Yep. So we can stick this down. Okay, right, now stick that there. Right, I'm just going to reinforce my scoring, my folds on this piece, and all you need, or the scores are that so your first fold from the outside, from the edge, will be a mountain fold, and your second score from the edge will be a valley, and then that should look like that. And then we'll do the same this side. Just reinforce that. And reinforce that, and they will look like that. Okay, so and then do my scores on the front piece. done that one wrong, but it doesn't matter as long as it's well scored. So, oh, more haste, less speed. Right, so then that one looks like that. And then we are going to attach that to there, so that we have that. Okay, right, so put glue on this side first. Make sure that's lined up. That, and then this one. And what I might do, I haven't done it for this card, but what I was thinking about a diorama card is that if you attached or slotted in another layer in between here, then you could create a diorama card with and attach bits here. I'm not doing it for this card, but it's something I might come back to in the future. So we'll just make sure they're glued together. Okay, and then we've got something that looks like that, and it will stand up. I think it makes quite a nice one, especially once we've finished decorating it. So it should look, when it's on a sideboard or mantelpiece or whatever, I think makes for quite a nice card. So right, anyway, stop waffling, Jules. So I'm then going to put that on there, and I think I'll use foam pads or foam tape. So we'll find that in a minute. Let's put these bits on. So yeah, right. And obviously this will fold flat if you were posting it. I'm sure you probably for a Valentine's card, though, it would be usually handed in person, I imagine. Maybe some people still like to surprise their partners. Just making sure I've got it the right way around. So I did cut these from in one go. So do line up. Okay. Right, so that's there. And then let's get this cut down, I think. I might mount it on some of the red if I've got enough left over. Definitely need to change my blade. So if you are at a stage with your blade where you should have changed it 2 cuts ago, just get the nail file on it and tidy it up. And then what I'll do instead of that, bear with me. Okay, so I've dug out my trusty guides, layering guides, and I will just stick this to a piece of the red. Let's use Pritt Stick because that will a bit of room. Okay. Do 1/16. Right. Okay, so I've got some foam tape and I'll just stick a length on there. Scissors. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Yeah, I think that's all right. So, stick. Right. Okay. And then you have room on the back to write your message, and I could put a "Be My Valentine's" down here, or something, or Valentine's, or "Love You" could go down there, like that. So yeah, I really like that. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that. And thank you to Jan at JB Crafts for the inspiration. Take care. Bye.